And then I got that call and they were like, come to London. Wild. Learned the show in 5 days.
What,
And that was
had you been rehearsing or reading for it or anything?
So
like
what
how did they call
happened
you?
was, so it's kind of a longer journey, but long story short, they wanted me to be Amber's alternate from the beginning. So I had read for it, met with Henry Krieger, literally in Casey's apartment. Like, this wasn't even on the books. I don't know if we can say that, but it wasn't on the books at the time. And I met with Henry Krieger, who wrote it, and then the MD from London, Nick. Now, all these people are like my friends now, which is so crazy because at the time it was wild. And I read for them and I did it. And I was like, yes, I'm going to London. This is about to be my big break. I was so excited. And then a couple of weeks later, I was like, why haven't I heard anything? Like, what's going on? That was great. And then they were like, well, it would be much cheaper if we get 2 people from London because, we don't have to house them and get them a visa. And which I could understand. I was like, okay. I said, you had to hire 2 people to replace me, but that's okay. But then I always think the cheap man pays twice.
Yep,
That's why I was like, we'll see. Okay, great. And I was kind of upset about it. And I was like, you know what? I need to go do this role for myself. So I looked on the Actors Equity website. This is crazy. This is how I know everything is like divine intervention. I looked on the Actors Equity website and there just happened to be a production of Dreamgirls happening in Dallas, Texas, at Dallas Theater Center. And I was like, this is it. So then I saw who was directing it. And it was someone I had worked with. So he was the choreographer of the all-black Oklahoma I had did in Portland, at Portland Center Stage. And he was directing this one. So I went in, I think it was before a 2-show day of Something Rotten. At 10 a.m., I'm like belting out Effie songs. And he looks at me, he goes, you're not going to leave your Broadway show to come do a regional production? And I was like, yes, I will. I was like, I have to. I don't know why, but I have to. And he was like, well, okay. And then they gave me the part.